Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. How are you today? I'm really happy to see you here again. Before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and comment where you're watching from. Noah, it's great to be here with you again. Today, we're starting a new topic, travel English, and we'll begin right at the airport. Let's get ready for today's lesson on how to talk at the airport.
Hi, Sophia. Hi, everyone. I'm really excited about today's topic. Travel English is super useful, especially when you're at the airport and need to ask simple questions. Let's help everyone feel more confident today.
Well, Noah, here's a common travel problem. When you're at the airport, someone might ask you an important question. May I see your passport? And many beginners freeze because they don't know how to answer.
Yeah, that's true. I remember my first trip, I got nervous when they asked for my passport. I didn't know what to say, so I just smiled.
So, Noah, here's the simple phrase you can use. It's very easy. You just say, "Here is my passport." Oh, this is perfect for beginners. Repeat with me. Here is my passport.
Nice. It feels calm and polite. I can imagine myself at the airport saying it. Here is my passport. It sounds confident. Repeat with me. Here is my passport.
Noah, imagine this situation. You give your passport, and the agent asks another question. They might say, "What is the purpose of your trip?" This means, why are you traveling? Repeat with me. For vacation.
That question sounds difficult, but the answer is easy. If you are traveling for fun, you say, for vacation. Oh, that feels simple. I like it. Repeat with me. For vacation.
Noah, here's something that always happens at the airport. People get confused about their gate. Sometimes the screen changes or the announcement is too fast.
Yes. I always check the screen, and then I check again. It's easy to get lost. So what should we say if we need help finding the gate?
Oh, Noah, here's something simple but important. At the airport, sometimes people don't know where their gate is.
Yes, that happens a lot. So, what can I say if I need help finding my gate?
Noah, you can use a simple question at the airport. Where is my gate? It's short and very useful. Repeat with me. Where is my gate?
Ah, that's easy to remember. If I'm not sure where to go, I can just ask, where is my gate?
Noah, another situation at the airport is checking the time of your flight. Sometimes the screens change or the airport is too busy and people get confused. A simple question you can use is, "What time is my flight?" We'll practice it in the next part.
That makes sense. And it happens a lot when the airport is noisy or when you're tired. I like this question. It's short and easy. I want to practice it in the next block.
All right, Noah, now let's practice the question from before. When you need to confirm the schedule, you can simply say, "What time is my flight?" It's clear, polite, and perfect for beginners. Repeat with me. What time is my flight?
Oh, now it feels easier. If someone answers quickly, I can just listen carefully and ask again if I need help. But the question itself is simple. What time is my flight?
Noah. Oh, now imagine you finally enter the airplane. You're walking down the aisle with your bag, looking for your seat. This moment can feel stressful for beginners.
Yes. I always feel a little nervous. There are many people, the space is small, and I don't want to sit in the wrong place.
Noah. Oh, a very common problem on the plane is not finding your seat. Sometimes the numbers are small or the row is crowded, and beginners get confused.
Yes, that happens to me. I look at my ticket, then I look at the seats, and I think, where is 18B? It feels a little stressful.
Noah, oh, there is a very simple question you can use on the plane. If you can't find your seat, just say, "Where is my seat?" It's short and very clear. Repeat with me. Where is my seat?
That feels easy to say. And if someone points to the row, I know exactly where to go. So the phrase is, where is my seat?
Noah. Oh, another situation that happens a lot is finding someone in your seat. It can feel awkward, but you can use a simple sentence. "Excuse me, I think this is my seat." It's polite and helps avoid confusion.
I like that. It sounds calm, and the other person will understand immediately. It's a good phrase for beginners.
Noah, now let's imagine you arrive in another country. You leave the airplane, follow the signs, and the first place you see is immigration. This moment can make beginners nervous, but the questions are usually simple.
Yes. Immigration feels serious. You see officers, people waiting in line, and you think, oh, what are they going to ask me? It's good to learn the basic questions before traveling.
Noah, when you arrive in another country, the first place you go after leaving the airplane is immigration. Many beginners feel nervous, but the questions are usually simple.
Yeah, I always see a long line and officers checking passports. It looks serious, but I know they just ask basic questions.
Noah, many travelers worry at immigration because they don't know what the officer will ask. But the questions are always simple. They want to know why you are visiting and how long you will stay.
That makes sense. When I traveled last year, the officer asked me, "What is the purpose of your visit?" And I didn't know what to say at first.
Noah, another question immigration officers always ask is, "How long will you stay?" It's a very simple question, and beginners can answer with just one sentence.
Okay. That one sounds easy too. If I'm staying for a short trip, I can say, I will stay for 1 week. Repeat with me. I will stay for 1 week.
Noah, after you arrive in a new country, the next step is choosing how to move around the city. Transportation can be confusing for beginners, but the basic words are simple.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I don't know if I should take a taxi, a bus, or the metro. Everything looks different in another country.
Noah, many travelers feel confused when they see different signs for transportation. Sometimes everything is in another language and people don't know where to go. The good news is that most cities use simple words like taxi, bus, metro, and train.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens to me. I look around, I see signs everywhere, and I think, which way should I go? It would be great to have a simple phrase for asking for directions.
Noah, the best phrase for asking about transportation is very simple. Excuse me, where is the bus stop? You can use it in almost any city in the world.
Oh, that's a good one. It's short, clear, and easy to say. Repeat with me. Excuse me, where is the bus stop?
Noah, another common situation is taking a taxi right after you arrive. Many beginners feel unsure about what to say, especially when they want to tell the driver their destination.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I sit in the taxi and I think, how do I tell the driver where I want to go? I don't want to say something wrong.
Noah, the easiest and most useful sentence for taxis is I need to go to. You just add the place you want to visit.
Oh, that's really simple. If I want to go to my hotel, I can say, I need to go to my hotel. Repeat with me. I need to go to my hotel.
Noah, now imagine you get into the taxi after a long flight. The driver looks at you and asks, where do you need to go? This is the perfect moment to use the sentence you just learned.
Oh, right. I look at the driver and say calmly, I need to go to my hotel. It feels simple and clear.
Noah, another important sentence in a taxi is asking about the price. The simplest and most common way to ask is, how much is the ride? Every driver will understand this question.
Oh, that's really useful. If I want to know the price before the trip starts, I can just say, how much is the ride? Repeat with me. How much is the ride?
Noah, after the taxi ride, you finally arrive at your hotel. Now you need to talk to the receptionist. This moment worries many travelers, but the conversation is usually very simple.
Yeah, I always feel a little nervous at check-in. I stand at the counter and think, what do I say first? But I know the receptionist will ask basic questions like my name and my reservation.
Noah, the first and most important sentence at the hotel is, I have a reservation. This tells the receptionist that your room is already booked.
Oh, that's easy. When I walk to the counter, I can smile and say, I have a reservation. Repeat with me. I have a reservation.
Noah, after you say, I have a reservation, the receptionist usually smiles and asks for your name. It's a smooth and simple conversation.
Right. I imagine the receptionist looking at me and saying, what is your name? Then I answer, my name is Noah Collins. It feels easy when you know what to expect.
Noah, sometimes a hotel room looks perfect, but then you discover a problem. The most common ones are the air conditioner not working or the shower having no hot water. Many beginners don't know what to say, but the solutions are simple.
Oh, yes. That happened to me once. I entered the room, tried the air conditioner, and nothing. Then I checked the shower, and the water was cold. I thought, what do I say to the receptionist?
Noah, when something is wrong in your hotel room, the easiest way to ask for help is to start with, excuse me, there is a problem with. Then you say what is not working.
Okay, that helps a lot. So if the air conditioner doesn't work, I can say, excuse me, There is a problem with my air conditioner. Repeat with me. Excuse me. There is a problem with my air conditioner.
And if the shower has no hot water, you can say, "Excuse me, the shower is not working." This is simple, and the receptionist will understand immediately.
Oh, that's perfect. The shower is not working. Short and clear. Repeat with me. The shower is not working. Thank you so much for today's lesson. I learned many useful phrases for real travel situations, and I feel much more confident now. Sophia, thank you for helping me, and thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you, Noah, and thank you all for joining us today. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment where you're watching from. See you in the next Daily English Chat lesson.